Disney just wokeified Star Wars.
Actually, Tom, Disney has not just wokeified Star Wars. Star Wars has been woke for around about 6 or 7 years now.
It's about time that we had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, that's a great idea, considering there's so many women watching Star Wars.
You know, you'd actually be kind of surprised how many women actually have been watching Star Wars for quite a while. I mean, granted, it's not like a whole bunch, but like there are some.
You know what the last thing we need in a galaxy far, far away is? Radical woke feminism. That's probably why all those dudes moved to a galaxy far away in the first place.
Now, I'm not going to slam escapism here, but, you know, people go to see Star Wars to escape from the real world, right? And radical woke feminism is something they want to avoid. That is more than just a dude's thing. That could be a female thing too. But yeah, radical woke feminism has pretty much been in Star Wars since about 2017, probably 2015, Tom.
And what are you going to call this new all-female Star Wars? The Patriarchy Strikes Back? Return to the argument from 7 years ago?
Okay, that was pretty funny. That was actually pretty funny. I love Tom. I do. I actually love Tom.
Look, if you're going to take Star Wars away from the boys, I'm going to stop standing up for you every time one of the boys wins a gold medal in women's basketball or whatever.
Dude, they've been taking Star Wars from the boys. Have y'all not seen The Force is Female? Have y'all not seen that? It's more than that, bro.
Stop marketing everything to women. Women make less money than men. They probably can't afford a ticket to go see your stupid movie. Women want Stanley Cups and fuzzy socks, not your shitty reinterpretation of a sci-fi classic.
No lies detected. Keep going.
Give Star Wars back. That's my offer. And if you don't like that, you can take your pink lightsaber and sit on it.
Boy, they are never giving Star Wars back. To quote you, they are never giving it back. It's dead. Star Wars has been dead for a very, very long time, Tom. And yeah, I do agree. They can sit on their pink lightsaber dildos until they're impaled through the anus. But truth be told here, I do like Tom McDonald. A lot of people don't like Tom McDonald. That's okay. People like him. That's okay too. I personally like Tom McDonald. I like his music for the most part, you know, but I'm a fan of Tom McDonald. This video is not to slander Tom McDonald. In fact, I'm trying to re-educate everybody on this topic because he jumped up on this just like everybody else in this sphere, right? And I'm not talking about the nerd sphere. People like Nerdrotic, Geeks and Gamers, Ryan Kinnell, these guys, Mahler, anybody like these guys know, those guys know the deal here. They know that Star Wars has been dead for a very long time. I'm talking about the Ben Shapiros of the world, the Matt Walshes, the Fox News people, and yes, unfortunately, Tom McDonald, who I do like. I do like Tom McDonald. But this was a pretty mid take from him. He has a lot of good takes. He's very funny. I'm not going to slander Tom McDonald for no reason because I actually do like Tom McDonald. I buy his CDs. I bought his t-shirts. I support Tom McDonald. I like the guy. But I can't sit by and let him, you know, say this and with the hopes that it's going to make any sense. I'm trying to help him out here. All right, he probably doesn't need my help. He probably is okay with what he said. But me as a fan of Star Wars, who has been keeping up with Star Wars for years, I've been watching it. Disney, you know, and one of the comments he said in his reel here, on one of the reels that he did for this, right? On like Instagram or something. He said, yes, Disney did or killed Star Wars. Star Wars died when George Lucas sold it, but they didn't start ramping it up until this incident. It's like, no. They ramped it up with the sequel trilogy. With, you know, Luke Skywalker getting his balls cut off, right? With Han Solo being a bad father before walking into his son's lightsaber, you know, and then killing Princess Leia and all of them being replaced by Luke Skywalker with teats. And so Disney Star Wars has always been woke. Disney has not just wokeified Star Wars. They didn't just come around to it. If people have been paying attention to the culture war and like the actual cultural aspect of it, they would know this. They would fucking know this. The Mandalorian, it's dead. It's done. Book of Boba Fett, it killed it for me. Obi-Wan Kenobi, trash. One of the worst fucking shows I've ever seen. It killed any emotion I've ever had for Star Wars. It actively made me hate the franchise. That's what Obi-Wan Kenobi did. And so I'm not trying. Like, it's not that I disagree with Tom. I agree with Tom. But what I'm trying to I'm trying to get through people's skulls here, and it's frustrating for people like me who agree with Tom, who agree with these people. But we're trying to help you out here by saying, if you just paid attention a little sooner, instead of saying, oh, I don't care. I don't care. It's all fake. It's all fictional. Doesn't matter. It's all fucking pretend. Why are you just now figuring it out? Why are you just now figuring out that it's gone woke, guys? Look. All right. I know that I'm raging out here, going on another rant, going on another tangent. I am not even angry at Star Wars anymore. I'm purely apathetic at this point. But what rages me is that people are just now getting on board with it. And I'm not saying that them getting on board is a bad thing, right? I'm not saying that the fact that they're catching up is a bad thing. What I'm saying is, if they had cared prior, if they had actually cared prior to this whole shenanigans with OB Chapor, or whatever her fucking name is, then this would not be a trending topic, because every time I see it, I get frustrated, where I'm just like, you didn't care before, you shouldn't care now. The more traction you give to it, the more it's gonna, it's gonna blow up, and people are gonna get all fucked up. And so maybe I'm reading a little bit too much into this, but I get frustrated with this because we've been saying this for years. We've been warning this stuff for years, and people are just now catching on to it. And like I said before, I'm not angry at Tom. I'm not angry. I don't, it's not that I dislike Tom. I do like Tom. I'm not making this video to slander the guy. Because I do like Tom, and I will absolutely defend him. But the truth is that I get so frustrated with this shit. I get so frustrated with, the whole, oh, Star Wars just died, guys. Next thing you're going to tell me, they fucked up Game of Thrones. And now you're going to tell me that Doctor Who is all of a sudden woke. Guys, you'll never believe this, but the wokeness has finally got to Star Trek in 2024. Congratulations on catching up. But yeah, I thought I'd hop on here and explain this video. And so I'm just like, this is fucking exhausting. Now, I understand that Tom is a very hardworking man. He makes his own music videos. He makes his own sets for the music videos, makes his own music. He does this all very independently. He's probably one of the biggest independent artists in the world. And I can understand not having the time or care to pay attention to something like Star Wars, like Disney Star Wars, something that's so dead culturally that, there's no reason to pay attention to it, right? And so I can understand his lack of attention towards it. I can understand that. But, and I don't even disrespect the grift either. The grift is actually kind of funny. But the point of this video was to sort of, it's to get across to people on the, right, center right, or whatever conservative side of things to be more like, when we say things like, guys, pay attention to culture, pay attention to the movies and TV shows, they're all going woke. And it's like, whenever you pay attention to that stuff, when we tell you to, most of these people would say, it's fictional, doesn't matter, it's just pretend, why bother, right? And they're kind of apathetic towards it, but not in the same way that's just like pure apathy. It's more like just they don't care, right? Until it bites them in the ass. And then it's just, all of a sudden they have an awakening moment. And all I'm doing is not trying to be enraged at them for making that decision. I like having these people finally make it to this side of the aisle. But this is me just being like, smack you across the head and be like, okay, you finally caught up, right? And so it's sort of like tough love. It's not hatred towards these people, just frustration and tough love. That's all it is. So yeah, I do like Tom McDonald. I can't stress that enough, but I just had to make a video about this because I just couldn't hold it in. All right, I'm done. Star Wars is dead. We let it happen. Star Wars is saved. I know you capping, attacking the fans and blaming on them when your stories are lacking. This is the story of fans fighting back. We're getting tired of all the attacks. Soul lost money, Galactic Cruiser, you've been burning the cash, ignoring the facts. I'm your father, be calling me daddy. You getting mad, I'll send you the addy. Millions of dollars on a fan base that's been split in half. Blame it on Kathy, do or do not, cause I know you don't try. Using the media to stack up on lies. Pablo Hidalgo been acting a fool while everyone else is smashing his wife.